And we back! The last time the New York Knicks won a championship was 1973. 1973. That is the same year that hip-hop was born. That's how long it's been since the New York Knicks have won a championship. And I'm not saying that to laugh or make fun of because, hey, my favorite team ain't won about 30 years, so we ain't that far away. But I say that to say it is time for them to get that ring, and we doing it today. Leave a like, subscribe, let's do it. Today's video is brought to you by SeatGeek. The NBA season is here, y'all, and there's no better place to get tickets for an event than SeatGeek. Personally, I have a goal to visit some more NBA cities, go to some more NBA arenas, so of course, we got tickets for a Bulls game here. But I need to get to Milwaukee. I still haven't seen the new facilities yet. For my birthday, I bought tickets on SeatGeek because Lionel Messi was going against the Chicago Fire here. At least that's what I thought. And then he got injured and he didn't play. But I got really good tickets and I still enjoy myself. Let's say you want to go to the United Center to watch the Bulls play basketball. You're gonna get a picture of the entire venue and a bunch of dots. The greener the dot, the better deal. Now, I'm not gonna tell you which tickets to buy, but personally, I like to get the amazing deals. Like this one, for $13, you can watch the Bulls play against the Raptors, and it gives you the amazing view that you would be seeing if you bought these tickets. And that's for sporting events, concerts, comedy, Broadway. If you need tickets, SeatGeek has it. So hit the link in the description, download SeatGeek and use code Kenny. And that code is going to give you $20 off your first purchase of tickets. Shout out to SeatGeek for sponsoring another video. It's been a few years since the Knicks have had a super duper star. Jalen Brunson's star should be an all-star this year. Julius Randle's made all-NBA appearances 2 out of the last 4 years. RJ Barrett is exactly who we think he is. But I want the Knicks to have another powerhouse individual player in the organization. Now, when we do these rebuilds, it's not supposed to be hyper-realistic, but it's also not about to be trading away Jalen Brunson, Julius Randle to go get Jokic, right? We don't want to be completely unrealistic, but we don't want to be completely realistic as well. I want to end up with Joel Embiid or somebody of that caliber eventually. Now, everything has to fall perfectly. The 76ers have to disappoint going into the offseason, whatever. But my goal is to bring a super duper star, maybe like Donovan Mitchell, to New York. Also, I'm using the real NBA rosters, and they still have not implemented the injuries that we know of or the suspensions in Ja Morant's case. So every single video you see me do where we have injuries on, I personally have to go through and do it. Like it's my job or something. It ain't. It's somebody's job. It just ain't mine. How many days is he suspended? I think it's 25 games. 4 months? That seems long. Let me go see. So that would have him come back like around Christmas, which is about two months. 2 months-ish. So let me take some of this down because it's been a rough week or so for Memphis Grizzlies fans because we found out that Steven Adams is missing the entire season with an injury, which just came out of nowhere. So get well soon, Steven Adams. I think a lot of people enjoy Steven Adams' play. Cool character. But unfortunately, he will be missing this season with something like a MCL or something with his knee. Like Lonzo is still active. Like what is happening? We've known Lonzo's not playing this year for a long time. We've known for a long time. And yet here he is. So my rotation is going to look exactly like this. Dante DiVincenzo, newly acquired player. I would love to get Jericho Sims some minutes, but unfortunately, Ihart is just better at this point. So Ihart is going to get those backup center minutes. And we're going to ride and kind of keep an ear to the ground on every other organization in the league and try to figure out if there's a star player worth trading for around the deadline. And if not, then we go into this deadline and trade for other players. You know, it don't always have to be the star. Oh, my God, New York, come on. We definitely, oh, man. This is like last season. Last season, they started off real slow and they picked it up. Let's hope that we pick it up. I don't know. So things have been happening in our organization, like Bradley Beal getting traded to the Brooklyn Nets. He didn't even last 2 months in Phoenix. But for who? For Ben Simmons? You traded Bradley Beal for Ben Simmons when you already had 3 centers on that were the same overall. Hey, no, they tripping. First of all, the Knicks are really, really good, but they are really tripping, and that happened early in the season. Oh no, that's not early. That's January 12th. But that is the worst trade maybe of all time. It's definitely up. It's definitely up there. I don't know how the heck they convinced themselves that was worth it. Clint Capella now plays for the Heat. Why do they have double centers? I don't know. 2K trade logic, they said it was going to be better this season. It doesn't seem like it is. It does not seem like it is at all. But that's okay. I want to see if there's a star. If we can win this championship first year, then the video's over. You know, we're already the 1 seed. Let's take a look. And the 76ers are good. And Joel Embiid has a broken arm, so they're definitely not trading him. James Harden's still on the team. He's holding it down, I guess. I also want to see what Donovan Mitchell was on. They're the 6th seed. They're not trading away Donovan Mitchell. So we might not make the big trade right now. Ja Morant is back, by the way. Yep, shout out to Ja Morant. We might not make the big trade for the superstar, but we can try to cash in some coin a little bit and try to make some smaller deals that can help us. So what is our position of need? A backup one is probably the way I'm thinking. We do have Emmanuel Quickly, who is basically a backup combo guard, so he can run some one, but that's kind of it. I think that we use the Evan Fournier contract and maybe some seconds to go to snag somebody that can play backup one. Simple as that. Now, who is that player? I don't know. Spencer Dinwiddie. I mean, they are a selling team. Spencer Dinwiddie's on the last year of his deal, so we wouldn't have to be tied down too much this season. What are you doing, Spence? He's averaging 17 to 6, and we'll ask him to come off the bench for us. He might not like coming off the bench, but that money is going to match, and he might not be that expensive. We don't have to give up a bunch of assets for him. The thing is, though, we definitely lose him in free agency, which maybe still worth. Maybe it's still worth. There's a lot of point guards over here, too. Whoa, Tyus Jones is our backup point guard. Sounds good. Now, he is not shooting nearly as good as he did the last couple seasons, but that might make it easier for us to trade from, add him to the list, too. Even DeLon Wright as a backup is actually really, really good. You know he's going to get his steals up. He's going to play defense. He cannot shoot like that, but that's not too bad. One of these guys is going to end up on our team, for sure. How are they thinking? They say no, obviously. We have a lottery-protected pick for the Pistons. See, I don't know if any of these picks turn into 2 seconds if they don't end up being right. I don't know. I'll give you a Jazz second-round pick this year and then a Nets second-round pick for next year and then a Timberwolves second-round pick. They're asking for a bit more. I'm not giving up a first-round pick for him. I'll tell you that much. I'm not giving up a first-round pick for him. I will give you 5 second-round picks for him, and they say yes. Tyus Jones, welcome to New York. And we did that while getting rid of the player that's upset with his minutes. I don't know if he goes there to play. It ain't no problem with me. It's not something I got to deal with because Miles McBride is not – actually, he's having an okay season. He does not pass the ball at all for a point guard. While Tyus Jones, they still don't give him the respect that he deserves because he was a starter this season. He's only averaging 3 assists, which is not like him. He averaged 5 assists off the bench last season, and in his per 36, he's always been a really, really good passer, a really good assist to turnover ratio. Now his assist to turnover ratio is 2. That's not Tyus Jones. I don't know what player that is. It ain't Tyus Jones. So we are the 1 seed. I think that's the only deal we do. And if we win this championship, we win this championship. Video over. I ain't have to do much. The second half of the season was an absolute nightmare. LeBron was clutch player of the year. Okay. New York basketball, we back. We got all NBA Julius Randle again. The team fell off. We were the 1 seed at the deadline, and we're in the play-in right now. I have a speculation of what happened. Oh, never mind. All of our players played like every game this. Tyus Jones is a cancer to his team, apparently. Because no way we were the 1 seed at the deadline and just finished in the play-in. That is crazy. Okay. Look at the losses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We went on a 10-game losing streak in the middle of the season, bro. Whoa, and look at all the wins before that. We were so happy. Hey, we might win a championship this year, huh? Boys, we might not even make it to the playoffs. We go against the Bulls. That should be a win. And it is. All right, great. Man, that's crazy. That's so crazy. All right, let's get it, boys. I mean, this team beat us last year. The Knicks beat us not the Knicks. The Miami Heat beat us last year. This is our redemption arc, boys. They have Vontae Graham starting at the point guard. They run in double centers, though. Well, Bam is a center, but he's also 6'9" and got some switchability. We're down. Matter of fact, take care of the series. You can have it, Miami. You got it. It's yours. Thank you. How frustrating was that? But whoa. I was going to say, we're the 76ers. They're the 1 seed. All right. So we don't have to worry about that. Let's hope that they lose. And they're not losing. They are 1 game away from the NBA Finals, and they make it to the Finals. So that Joel Embiid dream is probably dead. Because who's trading their star player after a Finals appearance? Who's trading their star player after an NBA Finals win? It's not them. All right, so the Joel Embiid dream is no longer alive, but that's fine. He's not the only star player in the association. He's just the most fun player that we could have added, potentially. Let's take a look. This is the offseason of buying, because I'm tired of being good but not great. The Suns never win in the game. And I wonder if that's... Never mind. It's not real. That's not real. We're talking about the game of 2K. They don't know what they're talking about. We could see if Donovan Mitchell's available, expiring contract. Maybe he don't want to re-sign. Also, Paul George and Kawhi Leonard have both been on this team for 5 years, and they only have 1 conference finals appearance. So maybe it's that. Whatever we do, I mean, it's going to be something. Why is De'Aaron Fox not in the starting lineup right now? It says that Davion Mitchell is the starter. Hello? Are they bugging? Oh, he's just injured to end the season. He's healthy now, but injured to end the season. Okay. We are going to snag one of these players. It's just a matter of who. Let's see what these draft picks look like. The Rockets have the 3rd overall pick. We have pick number 16 from Dallas and pick number 19. Those picks are not good enough to go get a star, but they could help us potentially do something. We got a guy like Zach LaVine, who's not a star. He's an all-star, not a superstar caliber player, and he just came off an amazing season where he was almost 50, 40, 90 on 28 points per game. They're not good. We just beat them in the play-in. Maybe the Bulls are blowing it up. I don't know. We start off at Donovan Mitchell. We say, hey guys, do you want to talk to us after we re-sign Emmanuel quickly? Sign and tradey type deal. You know, we have to see what that's about. Projected 5th overall pick is here. He's awful though. He's a deep. No way. Corey Ray, maybe not as awful. So I'm gonna draft him. Okay, I also took the other guy, the guy that was awful but projected to go real high. I took him just to see. Whoa, he's exactly what I thought. He was awful. He's gonna be one of the first non-first round pick players to not get a contract or whatever. Kawhi's going back to the Clippers. It looks like James Harden re-signed, Paul George re-signed. Everybody's going back to where they went to, except for Val, who's going to Detroit. I don't know if that helps or hurts or anything. We do get Emmanuel quickly back on a very cheap contract, but this is mostly a sign and trade type of deal because we're here to potentially snag Donovan Mitchell. And if Donovan Mitchell fails, Zach LaVine is a good backup option. RJ Barrett, you have to be added to the deal. Trade exception, not good enough. I think we also have to give up Emmanuel quickly here too. And then we even give you the 1st round pick from this year's draft. And then draft capital, we have a Pistons 1st round pick completely unprotected. The Pistons just signed Val, were a bad team last season, could still be bad. And then we give you one of our 1st round picks for 2026. That is basically the best trade package we put together. Or we can give one more first for 2028. And that's all we got. Okay. At least we know that we tried, and Donovan Mitchell's not coming to I almost said Chicago, to New York. They gave James Harden a no-trade clause, which is just funny considering the way real life is going right now. All right, Zach, you're the man. $43 million, a lot of money. We give you Dante DiVincenzo. This should be a trade that you accept with one added 1st round pick. And I'm not even giving them that Pistons pick. I'll give you our pick. And the 1st round pick from this year. Boom. Zach LaVine, welcome to the team. All right. Do we love it? It's a downgrade from Donovan Mitchell for sure, but it's still okay. We'll probably move him back over to his natural position of the 2. We also have to think about Mitchell Robinson's placement on this team for the near future, but the core looks pretty good. Quickly's back. I resigned Quickly to trade him, but he's just going to contend for 6 Man of the Year awards every year. Josh Hart now starts for us, and we just need to fill out our roster with comparable players. We can bring back Tyus Jones, which is something I did not expect to be able to do. So that would be a huge dub. Or do you want to spend that money somewhere else? I don't think so. Tyus Jones just feels like the best player available. Even though, again, we signed him or we traded for him and then immediately lost 100 games in a row. So maybe he's a bad omen, whatever. I think we put together a really good team. Zach LaVine regressed by 1 because we changed his position. That's fine. This is a playoff team. We still have the tools to do something crazy. We brought in Kelly Oubre and Drummond to be a backup, also Royce O'Neal to be a backup. I think our second unit of Tyus Jones, Emmanuel Quickly, Kelly Oubre, Royce O'Neal, and Drummond can be pretty nice. This is a for sure playoff team, not a play-in team, but also we have the potential to do some great stuff. This is crazy to say, but we're banking on the Pistons being really bad. I don't know what their team look like, but I know that they're going to be a little bit better than last year just because Cade is going to be better. Is this a playoff team? I don't think it's a playoff team, man. I don't think it's a playoff team. That 1st round pick that we have of theirs might be super, super juicy at the deadline. And it is this year. Yep, it is this year, and it is unprotected. We still got all of these other 1st round picks to mess around with. So Julius Randle, on the last year of your deal, I'm telling you, boy, you better hope. You had a really good year, and you made All-NBA, but you better hope. Mitchell Robinson, you better hope. You feel me? You better hope nothing opens up because $14 million plus 13 here or plus 18 here, we can make some stuff happen. First game of the season is a win. Zach LaVine's premier game It's 12-6, not ideal. And Julius Randle said he heard the noise and he's hit a hoop. And you know what? I hope he does hoop. I hope he does hoop. Game's bad. Tyus Jones out for 1 or 2 weeks. That's not a big deal, right? That's not a big deal. What if I told you that Zach LaVine is also out for 6 to 8? What if I told you that Mitchell Robinson's out for 4 to 6 months with an M? We just got the injury bug, and now our starting lineup is this, which is a competent starting lineup, but it's still not great. It's still not great, and we are slightly above 500 right now on a team that should be a for sure play-in team or playoff team, and now we're about to probably be teetering around the play-in. Luckily, Tyus is back, but it's just unfortunate event. Okay, so Mikal Bridges is now coming off the bench for a really, really, really bad team. I don't want to trade for him, but it's hard not to when he's coming off the bench on the worst team in the league potentially. Like, it's the Pistons are a playoff team too. Tough. We were banking on them not being a playoff team. Kevin Durant is injured, and they are bad, as always. For some reason, Boston is awful. They're really, really bad. And Drew Holiday is on the trade block. I'm adding them to the list. I don't think we don't need him. But, like, he's on the trade block on a bad team. They're buying, but they're still a really, really bad team. They traded Paul George after giving him that extension, and they're selling. Kawhi Leonard could be available. He's day-to-day right now with a broken nose. Let's go to the actual deadline day. Kawhi Leonard could be available right now. I don't even know if we have the assets for it, but as a selling team, I don't know if you need a ton of assets to get a guy like Kawhi. This is the bad part because I tried to give Emmanuel Quickly more money. Like, I tried to because I knew that his contract was going to be too small to throw into a big trade, but they were like, nah, you can't. We'll take back Amir Coffey. Yeah, the make this money match is going to be really, really tough without completely gutting everything. And that's one thing we don't want to do. Like, I don't want to give up Tyus too, because that leaves us with J-Mac as our backup. Sometimes you just got to ball, right? Kawhi Leonard. This is 4 real rotational players for us, plus the Pistons pick that is not very good, plus our pick for next season. That's unfortunate. Come on, Kawhi. You can end up on this team, I promise. What if I did like a pseudo 3-teamer? I say Josh Hart, who's 29. Why do they need Josh Hart? You know, he's 29 on a 4-year deal. They're a selling team. They want either draft capital or they want young players. So let me trade Josh Hart away to another team to get the assets. See, like, they might want Denny Avdia. You never know. Josh Hart's got some good value, eh? I mean, Aaron Gordon, I might trade for Aaron Gordon instead and just, this gives rid of our centers, but the Raptors are giving up OG in this trade? What is OG in 2K? I don't even know if I've really had him much. 12 points per game, good shooting. It's not worth it. Rockets will give me an unprotected 2029 first-round pick in Dillon Brooks. All of this is going to go into a Kawhi Leonard trade. I just want to make sure we got the money because Dillon Brooks' money makes it so much easier now to make things work. Yeah, okay, so the money works. We could maybe get back Bones Highland to play for us. Give them the Pistons pick, give them the Rockets pick that we just acquired, and then give them one of our picks too. Kawhi's not coming to the team on this trade. It makes sense. This is not a really good trade for them. It's just not. I'm trying to make it work. Would you rather take Tyus Jones? Nope. I don't think they want to give us Bones. He's a young player on a bad team. Oh, Desmond Bane plays here. How did I not see that until just a second? All right, give us back Amir Coffey, man. Give us back Amir Coffey. We give you Kelly Oubre. The deal is done. They didn't want to give up Bones Highland. We got our star, ladies and gentlemen. We got our star. Hugh Grimes now is going to a bench role because Zach LaVine will start over him. Mitch Rob is coming back at 4 to 6. I would love to go get another center that we trust because 4 to 6 without your starting center is not great. So let me go out and just see selling team and try to see, like, Gafford is a guy, but he's making a little bit too much money for my liking. 13 million. We don't got 13. We need somebody that's making penties. Penty. Yes, I said that with a T. I said it with a T. Yeah, this is the really, really tough part, trying to find it. I mean, I can maybe get up to give Rob. I can maybe get up to give Robert Williams. No, I can't. That's tough. Maybe just do trade finder and see if something pops up for the backup center position. We'd be willing to give up, I guess, Jericho Sims because this puts him out of the rotation heavy. He's already 26 years old, which is crazy. And then one future Knicks pick. Drew Eubanks is a good plug-and-play guy. He should be able to just give us good minutes, I guess. We also got back Salty Aldam in that trade, which I didn't even realize, but that's actually a good pickup. Zach LaVine is definitely not about to be a super 6 man. I'll tell you that much. We're not paying $43 million for somebody to come off the bench. He's having a good year. I know Grimes probably works better with the defense that he provides, But Grimes is not having an amazing shooting year. We gonna keep Grimes. We're gonna keep Grimes. I'm definitely not thinking about trading him right now. I'm definitely not thinking about trading. Are we good? We only a couple games over 500, but we did just add Kawhi Leonard, who I ain't even looked at his numbers. Kawhi, what you doing this season? 19. Dang, that's not very good. What's your shot attempts though? Because it's only an 80. Man, get Kawhi more touches. He's Kawhi Leonard, and I know his overall has gone down since last season. That's the risk in this trade. He's going to regress next year. But let's get his shot attempts up, man. We know Kawhi can be Kawhi here in New York. A marketable superstar-ish player. A little bit past his prime, but still going to be great. His first game is a win for the good guys. And he put up 23, 7 assists for Kawhi. We love that. Jokic wins MVP. Amin Thompson, 6th man of the year. Shout out to him. And we were better second half of the season than first half of the season, which is a good sign. That is a very good sign. How high did we get on the standings? I don't actually know. We're a 4th seed. All right, 4-5 matchup versus the Orlando Magic. Let's take a look at some statistics. Remember, Kawhi was averaging, 12 points per game before? Oh, okay. Just 2 of our best players injured the first week and a half of the playoffs. That's so great. Kawhi Leonard, let's turn into playoff Kawhi. That's literally what we have to do. They want to start both of the centers together. I'm going to say no on that. And I'm going to put Quentin Grimes into the starting lineup with Zach LaVine. And yikes, this is really, really bad. We don't need Drew Eubanks anymore because we're back from that injury. We have J-Mac that has to get some minutes here. So let's just give J-Mac 10 minutes per. We need Kawhi Leonard to be his best version. He's already tired, so that's not ideal. This does not feel like you know what? I'm not gonna be pessimistic. We could potentially do it. The Orlando Magic, we just need to get through them. Next week, our guys will be back. Right, okay, that's great. And Quentin Grimes just gets injured on the off day. That's so great. We just need our guys to get back. So we're going against the same exact... No Franz. No Franz. Winnable. Is Franz injured? Or he definitely coming off the bench. He's injured and he's out for the year. Okay. So is Wendell Carter out for at least the first game of the season. This should be a series that we win with no Paolo. I hate that it had to be that way, but we're going to take all the wins we can get. If their star players out, 2 of our star players are out too. I'm not tripping about it. We do get Jalen Brunson back. And we do get Julius Randle back. Okay, so we're going against the almighty Cavs next. Let's get our lineup exactly the way it should be. Mitchell Robinson is upset. I'm telling you, Mitch, if we don't win a championship, you're grass. You're off the team. You're literally off the team. Salty Aldama, were you good for us? It says you're hot. You averaged 11 in that first playoff series. We can't cut your minutes, my guy. You're going to get some. Not a great amount, but you're going to get some after that great first round. Game number 1 against the Cavs, we lose. The big men are dominating. 55 rebounds. We beat this team before, in the playoffs. So we think we can do it again. We need to give Kawhi 40-plus minutes, and then I guess Jalen Brunson some more. Game 2 is a loss. They maintain home court advantage, same rebound number, so it's not that different. Zach LaVine is done, which means that so are we. This is just an unfortunate event. There's a win. Oh my God. Zach LaVine was the reason we were losing. Okay, 3-2. Jalen Brunson's out. We force a game 7, and even though Jalen Brunson's... This makes no sense. But since it is a game 7, we're going to treat it as such. 7-man rotation. Best players playing the best amount of minutes. It's unfortunate. What more can a brother do but to put the best product out there? That's what I thought we were doing. It's a close-ish game. We have the lead. We're going to win this series without our players. That's insane. Thank you, Y. Thank you, Randall. Thank you, Quentin Grimes. 5 made threes is elite. Tyus did not have any threes, but we are in the conference finals to go against the 2-seeded Toronto Raptors. They have Kennedy Chandler at the 1. We feel good about that. Jalen McDaniels has to guard Kawhi. We feel good about that. This team is good, but how good is a question. We might be able to get to the NBA Finals with all these injuries. And will we see Brunson back 1 to 2 weeks? Zach LaVine is done. Zach LaVine is completely gone. But Jalen Brunson can come back. We're up 2-0. We just took home court advantage. And we're up 3-1. Brunson, please come back for the finals. Jokic, Kawhi, playoff Y. There's Jalen Brunson. 7-man rotation. Keep it going. We can win this right here, right now. This would be insane to do without Zach LaVine. And then they going to start calling Zach LaVine empty stats, which I hate. If you go on to win a championship without one of your top scorers, they going to say it's empty stats. We're up 2-0. Jokic, I'm sorry to do it to you, my guy. As long as we don't have a catastrophic injury, the Knicks and Kawhi, 28, 6, and 8, 2 steals, This team had no business doing what it did. I mean, it's a really good team. It's a really good team for sure. But considering the injuries that we just had in this playoffs, there's no way we should have won this series, and I'm happy that we did. I think we put together a good roster, good point guard play, good shooting guard play, a balance between good scoring and just overall good defense and good shooting in the playoffs. Quentin Grimes, underrated player come playoff time, 47% from three. And then Kawhi was Kawhi Leonard again. In the regular season, he averaged 19. In the playoffs, he averaged 27. Let's go, Kawhi. And Julius Randle held it down all the way through. Now they can stop talking bad about him in the playoffs because he did his part. That will be all, ladies and gentlemen. New York Knicks fans, all you have to do is trade for Zach LaVine, then trade for Kawhi Leonard, and you got a championship. It's that easy. Leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see y'all tomorrow.